でも家に入れちゃう人いそうだよね。さあ、決断の時だよ。
あ、ちょっと待ってくれ。今日の沢良木の下着の色。
Tomodachi Game is a thrilling psychological anime series that will keep you on the edge of your seat. The story follows a group of high school students who are invited to participate in a mysterious game. The game seems innocent at first, but as the students start playing, they soon realize that it's much more dangerous than they could have ever imagined. With each round, the stakes get higher, and the players must navigate their friendships, trust issues, and dark secrets to survive. Will they be able to outsmart each other and win the game, or will they fall victim to its deadly consequences? Starting off episode 1, we meet our main characters and their current predicament. The school trip may be a bit expensive, but it's an exciting opportunity for Yuichi to spend time with his friends. In order to make it happen, he's been working tirelessly at his part-time job to save up the required 70k yen. Even though Makoto suggests that Yuichi's father could have given him the money, Shiho is quick to put him in his place, insisting that it's condescending to suggest that. Fortunately, Tenji is there to calm everyone down, and they all end up congratulating Yuichi for his hard work. However, their excitement is short-lived when they learn that the 2 million yen for the trip has been stolen. Standing in front of the class, Shiho is visibly upset, as she explains that she had put the money in her locker, but it had been taken. The next day, Makoto and Shiho are nowhere to be found, and rumors start to spread that they might be responsible for the theft. That night, Yuichi receives a mysterious letter from Shiho, requesting that he meet her at the school gate at 11 p.m. He rushes there eagerly, only to find that all of his friends are there waiting for him. Shiho scolds him for being late, but before he can even respond, she shows him the letter that he had apparently sent her. For a moment, she thought it was a confession letter, but upon closer inspection, it became clear that they had been set up. Just as Yuichi starts to piece things together, he suddenly feels a sharp shock and collapses to the ground, realizing too late that he had been tasered. Unconscious, Yuichi dreams of his father telling him that money is the most important thing in the world, but his mother telling him that friends are more important. Suddenly, Yuichi jolts awake in a white room with his friends, disoriented and confused. They are greeted by a person dressed in a mascot costume, who Yatori recognizes as Manabu-kun from an old late-night anime. Yuichi is wary, but Manabu quickly cuts to the chase and explains that they will be playing a simple game with him. Despite their initial shock and confusion, the group listens as Manabu explains the rules of the game. Each game they will clear will earn them a whopping 2 million yen, which they can use to repay their 20 million yen debt. Yuichi can hardly believe his ears, but Manabu assures them that one of them is the owner of that staggering debt. Tenji is quick to point out that what Manabu is doing is kidnapping, but Manabu is unfazed and explains that they already paid the 2 million yen entry fee, which means that one of them must have stolen the school trip money to pay the fee. As the group processes this information, Manabu lays out their options. They can choose to play the game and split the debt of 4 million each yen, or they can opt out and be released, but without a refund of their entry fee. Yuichi feels a knot forming in his stomach as he wonders what will happen if they lose. Manabu is quick to reassure them, however, stating that the debt won't increase, but each individual will be stuck with the remaining amount on their own debt. Before we move on, take a moment to answer the question of the day. What anime character do you relate to the most and why? Comment down below for a chance to be shouted out. Now, back to the recap. With the pressure on, Manabu gives them only 5 minutes to decide. The group looks at each other unsure of what to do. As they weigh their options, Yuichi can't help but think of his father's words about the importance of money and his mother's emphasis on friendship. Shiho firmly states that they shouldn't waste time trying to figure out who's in debt. She reminds everyone that their friends are in trouble and need their help. With everyone agreeing, Yuichi remains uncertain. However, Manabu confronts him, questioning if he wants to know who he shouldn't trust and if money is more important to him than their friendship. Yuichi recalls his parents' teachings and affirms that his friends are more important than money. Finally, everyone agrees to play Manabu's game, and he leads them to the classroom. Once there, he gives everyone a tag with their names and explains that it also shows the amount of money they owe, which is a whopping -4 million. The goal of the game is to reduce this debt to 0. However, they must keep their debt a secret and cannot show it to anyone, or else it will double. The first game is Kokuri-san, as they have to answer questions by placing their fingers on a 10-yen coin and moving it to the answer they think is right. The first question is about Hokkaido, Japan's northernmost prefecture. Manabu then asks Kokuri-san to reveal the answer, and the coin moves to yes, causing Kokuri-san to raise its hands. To everyone's surprise, Manabu explains that if one person's answer is different, Kokuri-san will favor the minority. Moreover, they are not allowed to talk to each other during the game. If they fail, the one with the highest debt will take a penalty and inherit everyone's debt. As the game continues, Manabu advises them never to doubt their friends or they will never have a happy ending. The game starts off with a bang as Makoto grins and reads the first question. The group eagerly awaits their chance to answer whether or not Mount Fuji is the tallest mountain in Japan, but the coin has other plans, landing on no, and causing them to give an incorrect answer. Shio is on the brink of losing her cool, but Tenji and Yuichi are quick to stop her from breaking the rules of the game. As Shiho takes her turn, the group is hopeful that the question will be an easy one. They all believe that 1 + 1 = 2, but yet again, the coin moves to no, causing them to answer incorrectly. Yuichi begins to suspect that someone in their group is a traitor and wonders who it could be. Recalling Makoto's recent bruise, Yuichi realizes that he may have tried to kiss Shio and got hit in the process. He takes it upon himself to talk to Shio and ask for her forgiveness, but she demands that he reveal a secret to her in return. As the game continues, the questions become increasingly difficult and the group's debt continues to rise. But when Yuichi opens his envelope to find that there is no question, he realizes that he must come up with one himself. However, he soon discovers a small print stating that if the coin lands on yes, he will clear the game, but if it lands on no, the reader's debt will be halved. Yuichi begins to suspect that his friends purposefully gave incorrect answers to halve their debt. After the intense moment of contemplation, we shift our focus to two mysterious women named Maria and Tsukino, who are observing the game. The tension is palpable as Maria notices the doubt etched on Yuichi's face. With bated breath, Tsukino chimes in, stating that humans endure difficulties only when they see others enduring the same. As Yuichi ponders his next move, he considers choosing yes, which would reduce his debt but end the game. However, Tsukino reminds him that no team has cleared the Kokuri-san game after reaching the 5th question, leaving Yuichi with a difficult choice. In a moment of reflection, Yuichi recalls a conversation with Yutori, who confided in him about the relentless bullying she faces from her old tormentors. Yuichi feels the weight of his responsibility towards his friend, who considers him as her only true friend. He then reads the question, contemplating if there are 7 days in a week, and feels the pressure to choose the right answer, for the sake of his dear friend. However, the coin moves to no, prompting Yuichi to suspect foul play. As the game progresses, Yuichi realizes that if the 5th question is the same, it will all balance out. However, his suspicion grows stronger, as he suspects the 5th question is different. Maria and Tsukino notice his realization and begin to get excited, sensing that Group C will be eliminated in the first round. In a surprising turn of events, Yutori reads the 5th question, asking if they will be friends forever. The tension mounts as everyone hesitates to answer, uncertain of who to trust. Just when we think the suspense can't get any more intense, Yuichi shocks everyone by asking an unexpected question about Shiho's underwear. The group is left in stunned silence as they process his audacious move. What is Yuichi thinking by asking this question? How will this affect the game results? Find out on our next recap of Tomodachi Game.